Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm the co-owner of BoostBlink. I've worked with people like Marshall Cruz and Joey Forsland, CJ Weber, Brandon Clark, Baby Stickley, Ali Trades, and so many others scale their offers to 5+ figures per month. And this is the optimized funnel system that I've used to reach out to these people, get them to respond, and finally close them on the call. So to replicate this model, the first thing you want to make sure is identify your potential client. Make sure they are a qualified lead, because if they are not qualified, they have a very low chance of actually closing with you. Make sure they are a quality lead. Make sure they are a qualified lead. And there are two ways to go about cold messaging them. The first way is cold DM. The second way is cold email. Now, keep in mind, if you want to stand out, cold email is the best, because for a lot of these creators and coaches who are running some sort of offer, they don't list their email. And a lot of people who are trying to sell info like you in your position or my position don't run emails because it's harder, it takes longer, cold DMs are way more used. So if you can use cold email, you will probably have a likely higher response rate. And to respond to this person in cold DM, which is what I'm going to be mainly focusing on in this video, this is for getting out of the request folder, because a lot of these creators, these coaches who are big on social media, have a lot of requests coming in, and you're going to get pushed out to the request folder because they don't know you. But this funnel is to get out of it. So if you're out of this folder, you can respond to them following up with your message multiple times, or if you just automatically get sent to their primary or general inbox. And I get a lot of questions asking what kind of messages to send out. There are multiple ways to go about this, and I don't think there is any one best way to cold message or cold DM somebody. You could just say, yo, name, yo. You could just pitch them off the bat. You could ask them a question off the bat. I would try different methods, see what works best, because there's different results for everybody. Different things do good, different things do worse. It's highly dependent on you, the optimization of your Instagram profile, and also the person you are reaching out to. But let's just say you just send a yo to this person, right? Let's just say yo, try to sound like it's friendly, like you're not pitching off the bat. You send them that message. If they don't respond to you, you follow up 4 more times. And if they don't respond to you in this period of 4 more times, following up every 24 to 48 hours, you just give up on this person, because you can't waste your time sending out so many messages hoping to get a response. Even if they see it, give up on this person. Now, if at all in any of this period, you get some sort of response in this 4-time follow-up sequence, they are now a warm lead. So you can follow up to 4 more times or 5 more times after they have responded to you. And if they don't reply after any of these follow-ups, you give up on them as well, because again, you can't waste your time on a lead who is simply just not showing any interest in you or your offer. Now, let's say they do respond to you. That's great. They are finally a warm lead. This is your option to make them work. What you're going to want to do is build some sort of rapport. You're going to want to ask questions to this person. What kind of situation are they in? What are they looking for? Are they looking to scale, or are they looking to build out an offer? How much money are they bringing in per month? Are they happy with their current position? Things like this. And you're going to want to make sure you use direct, confident language, confident copy when responding and talking with this person, because if you're pretty wishy-washy, they're going to see you as unconfident, potentially unworthy to help them, because you just come off as the opposite of an authority. You sound like you don't know what you're fucking talking about. You want to make sure that you're not arrogant, but you are direct and you are confident, and you truly believe, even if you don't believe it yourself, that you can help this person. And what you're going to want to do at the end of the day is basically propose solutions to their problems, ideally through your offer that you're running. And to get this person on a call with you after you've proposed your solutions and they see you as a fit to help them, there are 2 ways to go about this. The first way is to just get them on a call directly, because you've already asked all their information, gotten everything about them. So you can just grab their email, import it into Calendly, build out some sort of link for them, and send them that Calendly link with that time that they agreed to. Or you can also send them to a type form or your website and then funnel to a type form, asking them many kinds of questions. But again, you've already asked the questions ideally in the DM, so you don't need a type form. The type form is just kind of like for database purposes, just so you keep these people in your system, access like a CRM essentially. And if you're worried about going the type form route because what if my client doesn't respond to all my questions because I'm essentially bombarding them with so many questions, you should not be worried about this, okay? Because if you're worried about a lead, I'm just gonna read this out. If you're worried about a lead getting distracted and not filling up the questions, they are not a quality lead and they probably won't follow through with your call. Meaning, if they can't even sit through 10 to 15 questions of you just simply trying to help them, they're not going to want to hop on a call with you and get closed by you. It just makes no sense. The logic isn't there. So ask them questions, ask them quality questions, get information from them, because you can use this to close them on the call a lot easier than if you hadn't asked them any quality questions at all. Don't be worried about the kinds of questions you ask. Don't be worried about asking too many questions. I would recommend 13 to 15, 16 different slides with questions. Multiple choice always works very well. And this is a pretty proven, good optimized technique to make them follow through and hop on a call. And after this, you're going to want to import your Calendly at the end of your type form, funnel them, have them book out a call, and then obviously on the call, ask the right questions. Basically, you're going to want to have the questions that you ask them on the type form or on the DMs in front of you so you can make sure you're asking them the right things to really see where they are right now in their current position so you can finally close them on the call. And you're also going to want to reframe the questions onto them, like, why haven't they made any progress? Why aren't they in the position they want to be? Why should they work with you? Not like, why should you work with them? Just present yourself as the authority who is simply just trying to help this person. And someone who I've seen do this really, really well is someone known as Johnny Mao on Instagram. I don't really know him at all. I've seen his videos a couple times. He does a great job with this, so highly recommend you go check him out to find out how to close people a lot easier on calls. And also keep in mind that option 1 is better for outbounding. For example, again, you already gather their information through the DM, so there's no reason to really send them a type form besides, having more quality questions to ask them on the call and to include them in some sort of CRM type database to keep track of them. But option 2 is better for inbound because ideally you are the authority in your niche on social media where everyone comes to you to work with you, not vice versa. Because outbound, subconsciously just sounds kind of needy because you're trying to find a problem for this person to solve. But inbound is when a person comes to your page, sees you, understands that you know what you're talking about, and reaches out to you because they want to work with you and they trust you to fix their problems. So option 2 is better for inbound because they funnel to your type form, they funnel to your website, to see all of your case studies and your testimonials, and then go through that type form, go through that Calendly link, and book out a call with you to finally close them. So if this helped at all, my name is Joshua Klein. Again, you can find me Joshua Seth Klein on YouTube, Instagram, about everywhere. I respond to many kinds of DMs and questions.